to rudely interrupt you several times to keep the flow of the story going, okay? It's not that I'm not interested, it's just that I'm trying to squeeze it into a short time, okay? Here we go. On what date did you land in America?
In June 1958.
1958 was when you arrived, right?
Yeah.
On a boat. Name the...
Statendam.
Statendam.
A Dutch boat from Rotterdam.
And it arrived in Jersey, right? New Jersey?
Hoboken. They said New York, but it landed...
It's New Jersey. I looked it up.
Okay.
Okay, and Plan A didn't work out. Plan A was you had expected to meet your employer there, who didn't show up. You had been in communication with this person overseas. The person stopped writing back, but you went anyway. What the heck? You already had the ticket for the boat ride. So although the person who originally was going to hire you didn't write back, you got on the boat, you landed, and his wife was in the car, right?
No.
No? Who was in the car waiting for you?
Nobody was in the car. The friend of my mother's friend's sister, that nurse, was waiting for me.
And she took you?
She took me on a bus to Manhattan.
And you arrived, where did you stay?
And then, Manhattan. Then in Manhattan we went to the place where she lived with other nurses, on 86th Street, I think it was.
So you stayed at where your first night?
86th Street. Wait.
Okay.
Then she said, the late Mrs. X, that was supposed to be the lady, where I was to go, Madison Avenue or what?
The wife of the
was
gentleman,
going to pick me up.
Right.
And around 5 p.m., I guess her phone rang. I took my 2 suitcases, went downstairs and sat in the station wagon.
Okay.
And the station wagon went north.
Huh.
And I I had studied geography before. And I saw that bridge there, and I said, we're going north, okay, over that, out of Manhattan. I know it was the Bronx, okay.
So you noticed you were not going the way you expected to go.
That's right. And
Where did you end up going instead?
It stopped, the car stopped.
Where?
In Scarsdale. I didn't know where it was. The car stopped, there were big trees and grass.
Okay, and you ended up doing what your first day in America?
At 6 o'clock, I was at the Dr. Blake's house. I carried there was a lady with white hair. I got out of the bus.
So these were now your new and improved employers, the backup plan.
I've never known these people, anybody.
You had no agreement, but, and I'm just throwing this out there, somehow arrangements were made on your behalf. That since you already hopped on the boat, hello.
Nobody told me of those arrangements.
Yes, but the point is, they were made on your behalf. They figured, oh my God, she showed up anyway, even though no one responded. Someone's hogging the camera. And we can't just leave the woman all alone here. She just came to America by herself. Let's find someone who'll take her. And the Blakes took you in. And what did you do your first day in America in the Blakes' home?
I looked around. I saw a baby at 6 p.m. and 2 old people. And I figured that can't be their son. What the hell, where am I? And it was one goddamn house, big house in the big mess.
Because it's a wealthy area?
Yes.
And what were these your employers?
Did
you get to rest your first day?
Yeah, around 10 o'clock at night.
What did you do before that?
I had to diaper the baby and wash the baby and put him to bed on
So you were the nanny,
floor.
and your first day in America, you were assigned, unbeknownst to you, to the Blake family, who lived in Scarsdale, and you started your work as a nanny right off the boat,
Not knowing where I was.
Not even knowing where you were in America.
No,
they kind of just dropped you off there and said, good luck and God bless.
It took 2 weeks until I found out I was in Scarsdale.
And what did you consume your first time in America? What was in the fridge? I remember. It was packed with a particular beverage.
Oh, that was in the basement, the
Yes.
root beer. There are 2 fridges in the
You
basement.
were really, really hungry after this long trip.
No, I was not hungry. I was
Thirsty?
thirsty.
Okay.
Because it was hot and humid.
That's right. You went from Switzerland to the U.S. That's quite a change in climate. And so you were thirsty and you're like, God, they put me to work. And what did you have? All the access?
They me in the 3rd floor. My one bedroom was closed. The bedroom.
But the idea is they put you to work. Your first day, they had no idea you just came off the boat, right?
No.
No, they thought, oh, the nanny's here. How lovely.
They
Start your
thought I
work.
could speak English. They thought I was stubborn and didn't want to speak.
So they thought you were a stubborn nanny who refused to speak English. Little did they know they just got the Swiss lady off the boat and they put you to work immediately, and your first meal in America was a bunch of root beer from the fridge in the basement, correct?
Yes, and TV dinner. Dr. Blake put those things with silver tray.
To be continued, folks.